No, okay.
Facebook, where are you?
How do I check?
Castro looks like he's an angel.
I know, it was actually a pretty good shot.
It is live,
Rat
right?
Talk is back with the Apaulas.
Hey.
Just be sure to mute it. So that way, like if you're watching it. We're good with the audio. So that way, like if you're watching echoes,
Oh, it's so weird.
There we go. But yes, audio's working. We got Travis watching. And Josh is watching. Oh my goodness.
How are you watching it, Josh?
I'm not. I clicked out.
What? Oh.
That's messed up.
Yeah. I just like to leave it open in case anybody has anything meaningful to contribute.
Right. I'm just gonna go on there and be like, hi.
Sure.
It's breaking the fourth wall, dude.
It happened.
Cool. Oh man.
Nice.
Oh man, what?
Nothing. My
Ow.
Yeah, that hurt. Oh.
I know. Sorry. I might have to do that once or twice while we're recording because my microphone is being fucking dumb.
Travis Markley says, sup.
Fuck you, Travis.
And Daniel Aragon says, hello.
What's up, Daniel?
Hi.
Yeah, fuck Travis.
I'm not gonna say that.
That was me.
Oh, so if you guys are interested, my brother's going to be doing some shows at the Silver Dollar. I gave him your guys' name, so he'll probably be hitting you up for a show.
Beautiful. Thank you.
Mm-hmm.
Thank you.
It is a bar,
Definitely
though.
one of the day.
Although,
It's all right.
They won't care. They won't care for him. Yeah.
Yeah.
They'll let him in.
they're,
We just. I mean,
They're
as long as you don't
flexible
say
enough
anything. Yeah.
Yeah.
yeah, no, yeah, they're flexible in that sense.
Just
It's
wear
a
a beard.
It's a
Fake
family
beard.
bar.
Don't shave for 3 days.
Disneyland will not let you do that, bro.
Yeah.
God.
It's like I wouldn't order alcohol or anything for yourself, but
Just get a milk.
Can I have one leche?
I got sodas and shit. Travis says, wow.
Shut up, Travis. All right.
All right, let's do this shit.
You ready?
You ready? Y'all ready? Y'all ready?
Yeah. Who's ready?
Yes, I'm running.
Red talk, motherfucker. Get down with it, he did it, he shit it all over one that fake bitches. Man, I kinda smoking dick, kicking ass on the side. Bringing that flavor, she elevating the vibe. Boom, bitty, bye, bye, who's getting high? Everybody is, bitch, watch our time flies with that real talk with a steel cog. Take stages with a twist and your chin on your faces. Podcast basics, aced it, going ape shit. Up the ante when they blaze, and I take it in. From the gays to the scum to the friends. Every Wednesday when the day ends, all enemies wish they had the synergy. This is Ratt Talk, it's an ice bag injury. I'm moving like the motherfucking centipede. We accelerate just to devastate the industry. Horse got the boss swing, this could be the enemy. Turn that fucking mic on, I guess we'll have to see Ratt Talk.
Oh yeah, bitches! Another episode of Ratt Talk begins,
That was some interesting dancing y'all were doing.
and we're actually back with returning guest the Apaulas. What up, everybody?
Because
Where-
you
where's
never
it
use
at?
the sound effects.
There you go. It's right here in front of me now, so I think I'll be able to do it a little better now.
You just have to remember.
Yeah, exactly. But what's up, guys? And welcome back to the
welcome
show.
back.
Thank you for having us.
I feel naked right now. I just realized I don't have my sunglasses, so let's just
no.
let's run through the names real quick. Who are you? Where are you from? And what are you doing? No, I'm just
I am.
Where were you on the night in questioning?
Yeah, so if y'all want to reintroduce yourselves.
Oh yeah. I'm Dominic Flores. Ooh.
Oh, shit.
Oh.
We accidentally knocked the camera over almost, I think. I think we're good.
it's all right.
We're good, we're
It's
good.
on a swivel. It's okay.
So,
Okay.
Dominic, oh, we're good.
Okay.
But we are here with Dominic, Josh, and Christian of the Apaulas. Here we go. Now I can do the intro better.
There you go. You feel better with your sunglasses now?
I do. I feel I'm in character now. But sitting directly next to me is Dom. What's
Hello.
up? What position are? What position do you take again? I'm sorry. What position?
What position do you like?
Doggy.
What's the position you prefer?
Bass and I sing.
There you go. All right, and then we have actually Christian's a newcomer.
Hey.
Wasn't here last time, so you were actually a new member. Added to the original lineup because you guys were originally a 3-piece, and now you're a 4-piece.
Correct.
And you play.
Guitar.
There you
And
go.
Backup vocals and some solos.
Ooh.
There you go.
Yeah.
There you go.
Taking leadership. There you go.
Nice.
Or just like phasing you out of the band.
I know, he's like, you know, dude.
And then Josh.
I know. And then there's Josh.
Yeah, it's Josh.
And then Josh also does guitar and vocals. as
I
well.
play guitar, do backup vocals, and do certain lead solos. So we're 50-50 on the guitars.
On the
Who's
guitars.
lead vocal?
Dom is
No.
Dom is lead. When it comes to guitar, it's usually, like I say, it's 50-50. When people ask like who's rhythm and who's lead, I say neither. We're both just guitar players. There are certain songs that he'll do the lead and I'll do rhythm, and then vice versa.
Yeah. I mean,
that's just called good chemistry, I think.
Yeah,
I mean,
right.
when you have a group of guys that can,
when you have
riff
people
off
who
each
can do
other.
both,
Yeah.
yeah.
Like riff off each other too, and everything. Like, it's not all the pressure isn't just on you anymore. Like,
Right.
I don't know how to play the solo. I need you to do this. Like,
Right.
it's not the case. It's like, no, I know the solo. I can fucking play the solo.
Yeah.
Keep
This is my
it
fucking
interesting.
song. I'm playing the fucking solo. But you also have a fourth member, Joey, who was here last time but
Yeah.
couldn't make it this time. So,
Yeah, Joey.
so he's dead to us now.
Aw, no.
I don't think he would have fit.
I know, right? No, we would have just put him right here on the floor. Yeah, we could have set him. We could have
Put him on the floor with the cat or something. Nah, we would have made room. We would have made it work.
But welcome to the show, guys. Welcome back, I should say, because I mean, when we first had our conversation, you guys had just basically fresh. You guys had only been playing for about, I think, 3 months. You had said.
Damn, is that the last time we were here?
3 or
so.
6 months. Yeah, it was a
Something
very
like
short
that.
period. Yeah, it wasn't really all that long. We kind of just did a whole origin thing. I mean, which we should do for you. Like when did you start picking up the guitar and everything? And
What'd you say?
No pressure.
When did you, Christian?
Oh, I was 13. I had just started listening to music because my church had a thing with music. They would call it it was I'm translating it
devil.
from Spanish. Yeah, I'm translating it from Spanish. They called it music of the world. Anything that wasn't their music, it was taboo for them.
really.
Yeah, and,
But you're okay. So your background originally started with you in church, though. That's where you got your first steps into this musical journey, I should say.
yes, because around 13, that's when the teenage rebellion started coming.
Yeah.
And I just started listening to other types of music. I started out with it's typical emo bands like AFI or Guns N' Roses, those kinds. Guns N' Roses is an emo.
No,
I just thought of AFI first.
he's just throwing suggestions out there. All right, come on.
Lynyrd Skynyrd's a heavy metal band.
But basic stuff. Nothing too
listen to
crazy.
folk
But
music like Slayer and Pantera. But you started getting more into rock and roll, at least. That's where it started when you were 13 and everything. And I guess for someone growing up with the religious background, it is pretty taboo.
Yeah.
But for you personally, how was it? First time listening to those kind of bands, where you're just oh fuck, this shit's awesome, or was it more I like the technique about it and everything?
what drew you to it?
It scared me because it was because the first song I actually listened to was Miss Murder by AFI.
Oh, wow.
It was the singing and the screaming actually freaked me out, but I liked it.
Okay, yeah. So
I'm thinking that's mellow AFI compared to the early shit.
yeah.
I know.
Early AFI is very, very fucking in your face and
beautiful.
Yeah, it's
I
awesome.
wouldn't
Yeah.
have known that though, but it was still different from everything else.
Okay, so then what drove you to picking up the guitar? Was it just somebody was like, hey, we need somebody to play guitar for us? Do you want to try it? Or were you genuinely interested in in the instrument itself, and you were like, no, I want to learn how to play guitar. I want to learn chords. And
It was because my dad wanted me to play instruments for church, and he made me I don't know what the name of the instrument. It was a mini trumpet. It's the half size of a trumpet. It's the same thing, but it's just half size of it. And
I guess it's just a horn, right?
A baby trumpet?
Just a baby
Let's call it a
French
horn.
horn.
A kazoo.
Yeah.
And then I never learned that, so he got me a clarinet, which I still haven't touched. I still have it.
Nice.
I
became
haven't touched
Squidward.
You just have a clarinet that you can suck at playing.
Yeah, a mediocre clarinet player.
And we just killed Josh.
I know.
He did the whole nose.
We're literally reenacting Squidward. We lost Josh for this part of the conversation. He'll be back. He'll be back with us in a little while.
Just like,
Reference anything SpongeBob. We'll all die.
Oh man.
but yeah, I didn't want to learn any of those instruments because they didn't interest me or anything like that. And plus, like, I'm not really good at blowing.
Oh, yeah.
That's a good thing. That's good. That's a good talent to have. Like to know that you're not good at blowing.
You are too precious. I'm so sorry. Oh, my baby.
I wanted to learn a different instrument, and guitar was like my main interest because of like the bands that I was starting to listen to.
Uh-huh.
And they didn't want to teach me at church because they would always say like, "Oh, like we don't have time this week. Just come next week." And then I would go next week, and then they just say next week. It was just a loop.
Yeah.
Good.
Was it? Do you think was it really because there wasn't anybody there to teach you guitar, or was it just they're like, "Nah, we're too lazy. We just don't want to teach you." What do you think?
It's the same thing.
Yeah.
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 They know me, so they probably know I would have like played other music. But,
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah. After that,
Can't play that.
I had a guitar. It was a Squier, a Fender Squier. It was my brother's actually.
Okay, so you got it from you didn't buy it yourself or anything. You got it from your brother.
No.
Stole it from him. You just
Yes.
walked in there and give me that punk.
And then I just started teaching myself. Like I would just go online and like look up tabs for other songs, and, like learn power chords.
Yeah.
And then I would know like the formation of the chords, but I wouldn't know the names of them. I probably didn't know the names of them until like a year or two after I started playing.
Okay.
You're like, the one where you hold your finger, one finger here and the other finger there. It's that one.
When you're playing with an actual, like someone that actually knows the chords, you're like, hey, what did, like, you hold it and you're like, what is this again? Like, and then I have to tell you, like, oh, that's
This
a
one
G.
with the 3 fingers and the 4, yeah.
He was like, because I was in another band with a guitarist. He was like pro, like he was really good at playing. And he would just tell me, do an E minor. I was just staring at him.
You're like, yes, I'm not. You're like, you're right. I'm not 18 yet. I am still a minor. I am still a minor.
Why do we have that sound effect? That sounds right.
I don't know. The boom.
Yeah.
I know. I got this one though.
Should
have played that when he said the blowing part.
I know. After that, I just started learning like the names of the chords and all that.
Okay.
Yeah.
There's a lot that I don't know.
But when you were first learning the song, what were some of the songs that you were first trying out and learning? Because I know for me, the first songs I ever learned were like Seven Nation Army by the White Stripes. Like that's it's such a like
I feel like
such
that's
an easy,
a lot of
easy
people's like
sound.
first song.
Smells like Teen Spirit.
Smells like Teen Spirit. Yeah.
Holiday by Green Day.
Through the Fire and Flames. That's enough.
Anyone can get that.
You have to fucking play it with all upside down and shit.
The Pac-Man noises in there.
Oh, I know what you're talking about. It's weird.
Yeah.
Those are like they were Beatles songs, but like I would play them horribly because they didn't like
The chord
suck
progression
at
and
it,
everything. Yeah.
It was more like finger picking. I still can't do that.
Yeah. Yeah. I can't. I can't do that.
It was mostly like Nirvana, Green Day, White Stripes. It's like
It's
everybody's
like easy
beginner
chords
songs.
and stuff, yeah.
It was everybody's beginner songs.
Yeah. Okay, so then, I mean, when you started finally learning how to play the guitar and everything, doing the chords, you had said that you played in a previous band. How many bands have you played in?
Before the Apaulas, two.
Yeah, two.
Two and a bunch of other people just like jam with.
Okay.
Yeah.
It never like turned into like a full band. It was just like a jam session or something like that.
Just like you and your
Which
buddies
is cool
hanging
for
out.
a while, yeah.
Yeah.
We
Yeah.
could practice.
Okay, so then tell me about those first bands that you were in. Like, what kind of genre were they? Is it still the same basic thing what you're playing now, or is it a little different? Were you playing polka back then?
Yeah, it was in
we would do folk covers of metal songs like Slayer. No, just kidding.
No. Some bluegrass Slayer real quick.
It was a pop punk band. But it's,
Okay.
like, it's been changing like ever since. we
Would you
started.
say it's getting a little more on the punk side than the pop side?
It's more like on the metal side?
More metal side?
Yeah, it's
See, I
like
can dig
because
that. I
everybody
can dig
like
that.
started getting like different influences and
Mhm.
all that. So everything just started changing. Like some songs would be like pop punk, and the other songs would be like not hardcore, but like heavy, like double bass, like palm mutes really fast and all that.
Like thrash, I guess.
Yeah.
You would say, yeah, a little more on the thrash side.
Definitely thrash.
I was in that band for about like 13, 14, 15, 16, like about 3.5 years,
Okay.
maybe 4.
I was all tripping out. I thought you were going to say like 16 years. I was like, wait, what?
I've been playing since I was a fetus. I've been playing since I was a baby.
And then I was in a in a metalcore band for
Nice.
like a couple months.
Oh, so that's a huge transition from going to Jesus Christ music
I
to.
know.
You really wanted to get scared at that point. You're like, all right, fuck it.
At that point, you're just like, fuck yeah, Satan, let's do this.
But that was in
Substance abuse, sex, and drugs, and rock and roll.
it didn't last that long, but like we're still kind of in touch with each other.
Mm-hmm.
Well, it's just me and the singer.
I mean, that's. I mean, yeah, you got to keep in contact. Some, I mean, I don't know how it is for you guys, but whenever my cousin or my brothers would be in a band and everything, like, yeah, like, you know, when you're in a band, you guys are essentially family, you know, like you have to share rooms and everything, or like, you know, share whatever. But like, as soon as that ends, you know, there's like a separation, like you're just not as close anymore, you know?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like, I mean, I'm sure it's the same for you guys, like all of your, like, past band members and everything. Like, you used to be so close because you guys were fucking jamming out all the time and see each other all the time, but now it's like, hey.
Yeah.
Pretty much.
Except with Joey, because I was in the band with him a long
Oh,
time.
yeah.
Yeah.
Came back.
Mm-hmm. I know.
Reconnected.
See, yeah. But and love is still there, man. The love is still there.
Yeah. we hate each other.
So then what have you guys been up to then since the last time you guys were on? I mean, fuck, I should have pulled that up already. How long has it been?
I think it was before my birthday.
Of this year?
Yeah.
It was way before that. I want to say.
Oh no, because I remember seeing you at my birthday party, and I didn't feel like I had seen you in that long because of the show.
It's been a while.
It had been that
It
time.
had been a while.
It had been around, yeah.
Yeah.
So February-ish. You guys touching tips again?
Yeah.
You guys said that in unison too.
Yeah, I was like, yeah.
Yes, the tips. 6 months ago. 6 months ago. That was when you guys were on here.
Sounds alright.
That's almost a
about right.
baby.
Mm-hmm. That's almost a baby. That's almost a full-grown fetus right there. All right, so yeah, what's been going on?
It's been
since-
half a year. Nice time, good
Yeah.
half a year.
It has,
point.
yeah, it has been a half a year, pretty much.
You guys have done quite a bit
A lot
in
has
this.
happened.
Yeah, I mean, you gained another member.
Like,
and
yeah, like we said earlier, you guys were started out as a 3-piece. Did you guys play more shows after that as a 3-piece before you added Christian?
Yeah, we played a few more, and then we had somewhat of a slight residency at a particular dive bar, but after that, it was just kind of on a unintentional hiatus. We just stopped playing, not because we wanted to, but we just wanted to focus on a bigger project, you know, just to clean up the songs we had. So we decided to, well, you know, there's only one way to do that. We got to go pro, and we got to go through a producer. We got to go through an engineer, somebody who actually knows what they're doing, as opposed to just a bunch of 4 idiots who are trying to, you know, tweak and
Because at that point, you guys were recording your own stuff too, right?
yeah,
Like,
we had a friend of ours, Peter Salazaro. He recorded our first stuff, our demo stuff. That's on our SoundCloud and all that. So he helped us pretty much get on face of the map.
Yeah.
So,
Get the foot on the door with the bars and
Exactly.
stuff, because they're just like, oh, we want music to hear from you guys. So that was it. So
Okay. Yeah, see, like one of my cousins, actually the cousin that commented on the live feed, he had a band. He was in a band. Their guitarist their guitarist was like, no, like we need to play shows. And it was like, well, how is anybody gonna hear you and say, yeah, we should book these guys if you don't have any fucking recordings.
Yeah,
like
at least
Right, yeah, you can play the best show
they were
ever,
literally
but
playing
it,
they
you
were
can't get
literally
more.
playing the same 2 bars every single weekend, and that was because that was all they knew. That was the only people that knew what they sounded like. So of course they got booked. You know, they were getting booked and everything. But like as far as whenever he would try to hit up other promoters or other bars, they'd be like, hey, you know,
Let me listen to your stuff, but
yeah,
there'd be no stuff to
yeah, then there'd be no
listen to.
stuff to listen to. Like he would be like, oh no, we're playing at this bar, you should go. Like, and then. Of course, like what person's gonna go give
Out
their
of the
business?
way,
Yeah, go give their business to another bar when they have their own bar that they need to
Yeah.
bring fucking people into. Like,
But to be fair, also, you have to play shows to actually see people. You can't just live inside the studio and you can put music out. You can record all the music you want.
that's
but
actually not even true anymore. You could. There are bands that they don't even live in the same country as each other. Like they literally.
really?
Yeah, they have their own studio at home and they record their parts and they'll send it to whoever's doing the master. They'll send it to them and then if it's the drum part, then they'll send it to the guitarist and the guitarist will do his part and then send it back. It's like
that's how this band Good Tiger did it, and that album came out fucking great. Their first album.
yeah.
That's crazy. I would have never.
And
thought
yeah,
to do it
and
that
you
way.
know Sean's band Fix Our Eyes.
Yeah.
That's how they did it. They never actually practiced with each other. They never
Oh,
practiced
they just send
with
each other
yeah.
their parts and stuff. Huh. That's cool. I mean, but they would do occasional shows here and there.
Yeah, they I mean, you have to do shows.
Yeah.
Yeah.
If you want to actually make it, but it is possible that you don't really even have to play shows. Like you can make fucking YouTube videos, all, you know,
Yeah.
20 YouTube videos, and then somebody will finally see that and be like, hey, we should probably pay to get all these guys together to do a live performance.
That's true. I mean, I think there has to be a balance of both because it's a whole different experience seeing a band live. It's definitely more memorable seeing a band live. So you got to do shows so people can go to see you, remember seeing you, meet you, potentially buy your shit. But then you have to have stuff out there recorded
Well, yeah, like they
to
were
like
saying,
reach
like
the
you guys were
masses.
saying, like it's easier to show somebody like, oh, this is our band, can we play a show? And they can listen to you on the spot and be like, oh, fuck yeah, like, well, yeah, we'll put you guys on or whatever.
Right.
What are some of the new places that you played at that have gone that have hit you up that were like, hey, we want you guys?
Doll Hut?
Yeah, Doll Hut was the newest one for us. That was the one we had taken a slight little residency. And by slight residency, I mean they booked us there was a time where we were playing like 2 times in a month.
At the Doll Hut?
Yeah, and it was
Nice.
just back to back, you know. But then, just like any other act, I mean, your residency for a bit, and then
Yeah.
no more.
Yeah.
They don't hit you up anymore. So, I mean, it's no disrespect. That's just the business. This is how it is.
Exactly.
you know?
Like they're like, all right, we heard you guys a bunch of times. Let's get somebody else
Right
in here now.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Especially with a lot of
Exactly.
places, you have the same folks coming
Right.
to see the shows.
And you know, but I'm sure it'd be a different case too, though. If you guys were like pulling 20 people in every single show, like,
Right.
then there'd be like, you know, we should probably keep booking these guys. But I mean,
Yeah.
Right.
But a part of that is also playing at different bars and
Yeah,
playing
exactly.
different places, meeting different people.
Also,
and
just scheduling it too. I mean, I've had to deny them a few times just because we can't do it because of work and our day jobs.
Yeah.
So,
fuck
but
day jobs, just quit rock and roll.
Right. Broke
just
music.
give up on life.
I mean, we're still very grateful to our stepping stone of D Piazzas in Long Beach. I mean, they've been very grateful to us. You know, they've always reached out to us, always are like accommodating and like, oh, totally. You know, either we got some people or you can bring people, and you should make the rules, man. It's been very good to us.
Are they still good to you? Are they still booking?
Oh yeah,
or
they're
anything?
still
Cool.
great to us.
We actually got a show coming up too in the 16th or no
19th.
Wait, 19th.
19th.
I fucking
I accidentally
This Saturday.
yeah, this Saturday.
This Saturday. Oh, okay.
Dumb. I
What?
keep accidentally putting the 18th every time I get posted on my Instagram. And all, I always put the 18th.
And then someone always comments like, "You put the wrong date. How come it
The
says
wrong
19th
date.
on the
I
flyer?"
watch they're gonna show up on the 18th.
On the
and be
18th, like, hey, isn't there a show? It's gonna be like fucking. It's gonna be
a
like, yeah, it's gonna
I
be
know.
furry night. That's what it's gonna be. You're gonna show up on a bad night. It's gonna be gay night at the bar. That's what it's gonna be. Show up
Right.
like, what the fuck?
My grubby fingers can't even type right. I need to type
grubby.
9, but I put 8.
Aw.
I'm like,
Chubby wubby finger.
Chumbawamba.
pizza sauce.
you try to hit the 9. You hit both 8 and 9. We're on the 189. That's when our next show is.
Wait, how many? When did we get new days?
I know. Oh man. So you said the Doll Hut is probably one of the newer places that you guys played at. How do you like that place? I've actually never even been to the Doll Hut, I think.
I like it.
I've been to the hi-hat. That's what I've been. I've never been to the Doll Hut.
I almost hit my head on the ceiling when I jumped.
Really?
Yeah.
Well, you're also
It's a
kind
small
of very
place.
tall.
Like, the ceiling's low.
It is a low
It's
ceiling.
pretty low.
Yeah.
Really?
Yeah. Like,
That's crazy.
lower than Chain Reactions.
Where is the Doll Hut?
Anaheim on the way to.
Oh, okay, that's right. Now I know where that's at. Now I know where it's at. I know where that is.
It's like
now.
off the 5 freeway, I think.
Yeah, I can't remember who was playing, but somebody I knew that was playing was at the Doll Hut. Maybe it might have been you guys. Maybe it might have been one of your flyers that I had seen.
Maybe.
Maybe. How did those shows go? Like, I mean,
It went well. I mean,
Yeah.
people
they kept. I mean, obviously they kept calling you back for the same same month.
Yeah, it was. I mean, people liked us. I mean, it was even cool to see a bunch of older, people stand up from the bar and actually like walk up to us and like start like rocking out.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, I think that's always good when you see old timers like, because they grew up in a time where the golden age of music. That's what I like to call it. Like from the 70s to the 80s is like that's when you had everybody. You had Zeppelin, Queen, Metallica,
Black Flag.
Yeah, exactly. Misfits.
Yeah. Golden age of like punk rock too.
The golden age of everything, man.
Yeah,
Like,
that's true.
Of everything. Like, yeah, and then you had Dio, Ozzy, and fucking David Bowie, and fucking Prince and shit. Like, you just had fucking everybody. Just amazing fucking artists. So it's cool. I think it's cool. It feels good when you have old timers or like, people who are very, you have the fucking 67-year-old with the Slayer shirt on, walking up to you, rocking out to your shit. Like, that's got to feel some sort of accomplishment.
Yeah.
Like,
it did feel good.
have you guys gotten any reviews yet? Like any articles or anything? Anybody
Nothing
take pictures
yet.
of you? Nothing like that.
Nothing.
Have you thought about like bars in LA, like trying to hit the Sunset Strip, the Viper Room and shit, just to hit them up?
Yeah, eventually. I mean,
Do it now. Fuck it.
Yeah, right.
Just go now.
I want to.
Right now, let's do it.
It's just fucking leave. Fuck the show, dude. Show's over, guys.
See us at the Viper Room.
Yeah, let's go to the Viper Room.
But yeah, it's just.
Oh my god. I was to say something so shit as to go to the Viper Room, do cocaine like the Phoenix Brothers.
Damn.
Dude. What was his name? I can't even remember his name. Joaquin Phoenix's brother. He's the one that died at the Viper Room.
Oh,
Yeah,
yeah,
like
like
in
right
front.
in front of it, right?
And right in front of it, yeah. He was having a heart attack, ran outside, and died on the fucking sidewalk.
Shit.
Yeah, OD'd on the
heard about
fucking
that.
sidewalk.
That's nuts.
I can't remember his
I would
name.
like to play over there. That would be
Oh
nice.
yeah, of course.
Right.
Johnny
Yeah,
Depp.
sounds
Johnny
like a
Depp
lovely
is
time.
around. Well, Johnny Depp used to be there. Him. Actually, there's a picture of him, Hunter S. Thompson, and John Cusack.
That's so cool.
It's that picture. It's that picture of them, like where they're in the convertible and like. And like there's like a blow up doll in the back seat and everything, and like Hunter S. Thompson has all this shit like wrapped around him.
Sounds like Hunter.
Yeah, like, but it's a picture of them right outside the Viper Room or the Troubadour or one of those. Like
That's
it's
cool.
right there.
I need to get like a blown up picture of them, put it in my room.
Yeah, dude, seriously, like it's such a fucking iconic. It's such a good photo, like. But like that whole area, that whole scene being on the Sunset Strip, man, like that's
Yeah.
for me, like that. I loved doing that when my brother was in his band. I loved going with him to the shows at the Viper Room or the Whiskey or the Troubadour and shit like that. Like,
Yeah. Hey, if any of you guys from the Viper Room listening to this,
yeah,
we'd
man,
love
shit.
to play there.
Hook us up.
Yeah.
Now that you guys
have better recordings, new recordings. I mean, and everything.
Yeah.
Like when you guys were recording the songs, who wrote most of the new songs? Was it just
What new songs?
Wait, is it new songs that you guys recorded, or did you just remaster your older stuff?
More
Re-recorded.
Re-recorded?
Yeah.
Really?
Okay.
Nice. So it's a little, so it's cleaner then.
Yeah.
Much.
Very cleaner.
So
Yeah, compared
but
to,
you
like-
guys do have new songs that you play live, right? Like,
Yeah.
Yeah.
Are those going to get recorded anytime soon?
Yeah, we're hoping to.
Yeah, hopefully very soon.
There you go. But I mean, at least now you have like good quality shit to send out,
Yeah.
and then you have the new shit that you can bring to the table as well.
Yeah.
We're hoping to put a song that Christian wrote, a song that Joey wrote, and then obviously a song that fucking Dom and I wrote. So
Yeah.
But you guys all take part in the writing, though. You're just like, I guess it's not like
It's not like you have one person writing and
writing
everyone's like,
everything.
yep, okay.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, it's not like that. It's like we all take kind of like.
I guess the only thing that I guess like when you write a new song and you bring it, do you write the bass line for it, or does he already have it kind of laid out pretty much for you?
Like I said the last time, like it's kind of like a Paul McCartney and John Lennon type of situation. You know, he'll have like a guitar part, or he'll have lyrics, or I'll have a guitar part and I'll have lyrics, or Christian will have like a guitar part, we'll have lyrics, or Joe. You know, it's except Joey can't play anything but the drums, but he'll have good lyrics. You know.
Yeah.
Or he'll have like a something in mind.
Yeah.
Kind of.
Yeah.
And then so you guys are basically, you know, essentially completing your own songs. Like, hey, I got this song, now help me finish it, pretty much, essentially.
Sometimes the bolt of lightning will strike one of us and all the whole song will be done. You know?
I did that once.
Yeah.
Just once. I woke up and I
got everything done.
Yeah, I woke up and I had the guitar in my head, and then I was like, I knew how the drums were gonna go, and I sent it to him. And he's like, "Holy shit!" And he's like, "It's done." I'm like,
"This is the whole song."
Yeah, this is it. And I had lyrics done too. I was like, "Shit, man!"
There you go. Look at you, boy wonder, right
I
there.
know, that was a good 8 hours of sleep. Fucking the rest is just 7.5 hours.
He heard it in a
Christ. It was all a wet dream.
Yep. That's how you woke up to. Holy shit! I got this. Didn't even clean yourself up or anything.
Just picked up
You couldn't fucking wait. You just picked up the guitar.
Why is there a white spot on my guitar?
Oh my god. Oh man. I love that though. What do you mean nasty? That's music. That's rock and roll right there, all right?
Straight punk rock.
Just wet dreams and rock and roll.
So who did these recordings?
There was a friend of mine who his uncle is a full-time engineer / producer and artist too. The guy does it all. And I met this friend of mine about, let's say, 3 years ago, just about. I met him through another friend, and we've been in touch ever since. So just one day, because like it was brainstorming, like, well, we got to get our stuff up and re-recorded, and so that we can because people like the demos, but I heard some other people were saying, like, I can't really understand what the lyrics are. I can't really. The guitar is too muddy or something, right? Because it was raw, it was a demo, but some people liked that. So I was like, okay. So I asked my buddy, I was like, hey man, does your uncle, would he like a client? And he's like, yeah, I'll give you his number. So he gave us the number, and he gave me the number, and I called him and started. I was like, hey man, how much? How would you like to record my band? And we've got plenty of songs, and we want to go through. And I've been in your studio before. Now I want to do it professionally. So he's like, yeah, come on in, and we'll sit down. So I brought Dom, because my stupid ass would have been like, if it was literally like just a fucking bathroom, like you'd be recording in the toilet in the bathtub, he'd be like, okay, making music, like, the fuck, where? So I brought Dom.
You brought Dom to speak professional. That's what
right. I mean, speaking to the heater, just like. So I brought Dom to check it out with me, because he knows a lot about specs. So we both sat down. And
you're like, yeah, sure I do. Man.
He's more detailed than I am. So I was like, okay. So we both went down. We sat down in the studio, and I mean, Dom was like a fucking kid in a candy store. I mean, he was just like,
I didn't know half the shit that was there either. So.
It's like, wow.
I mean, like, it's like the first time he saw like tits. Just amazing.
So this is amazing.
So we agreed, and we agreed to an amount for how many songs, and we decided we picked a date, because Christian and Joey have the busiest of schedules. Not I would say busiest, but the most
harder to work
around schedules. So we decided, okay, like in a month and a half in advance, like, we're gonna do it this day. Does this work for you? No. Okay. What about these days? Does this work for you?
I'll make it work.
So we finally came across where all four was like, yeah, we're free these 2 days. So from when those days came in April?
It was in April.
And it was in April, and
or maybe
like the last week of April, I think, or March. It might have been March. I think
it was March. It was March.
No, okay, the last week of March, and it was a weekend, 2 days, and we were there nonstop,
Yeah,
all day.
It was,
all day.
It was March because remember we released it around 420.
That's right.
And
There
then
you
Josh
go.
didn't want to do
Hey.
419. He wanted to do 419.
Unintentionally. But we for that Friday and Saturday, I mean, we were there 12 plus hours, just
Putting in the work.
just working. Joey was quite upset.
Yeah.
He was bored. out of his mind.
Because his drum parts.
And I
were
understand, yeah. I mean, he was done once he was done, but I mean,
I just want to bang stuff. Why am I here?
He stayed. It was still pretty fun.
I mean, did you really have to stay? Did you make him stay?
no, we didn't make him stay, but I mean, he was kind of.
Well, then that's his fault.
I mean,
You can't complain
I
there.
mean, it was just like our first studio
session.
Yeah, our first experience in a professional studio. Mind you, that this man had he
built.
he built. No, he literally built it himself from
Yeah.
the ground up, dude.
It was beautiful.
It was tons of equipment. Like,
I mean,
Nice.
just beautifully,
Yeah.
crafted. I mean, I think there's some pictures in the Bandcamp. If you,
Oh, yeah.
if you download the EP, there's some bonus photos that
okay.
that are taken in there. But yeah, I mean, we were there for about 12 plus hours.
I'll show you
on
pictures.
days, and it was just it was nuts. I mean, we never the songs aren't hard, but I mean, when you're playing to time and to get a recording done, it can get tedious.
Oh, absolutely. Making sure that it's completely perfect before
Exactly.
you put it out.
Oh, wow.
Exactly.
Man, this guy has it fucking legit.
Show Amanda.
Look at that.
I know. Let me
Yeah, dude,
see.
this is
Or
like-
describe what you were seeing. To
It's like a
Listeners.
better
Obviously, one stupid one.
but yeah,
It was the one you like.
Yeah.
God.
yeah, look at that.
we're just goofing around. It was definitely a lot of fun.
Yeah.
Yeah, dude, this guy has a fucking nice setup though. Look at
Yeah.
that shit.
This is all in his home too.
Yeah.
This is a home studio.
You had a kitty.
That's fucking awesome.
That was the selling point.
You're like, that's it. I'm living here. That's fucking funny.
But yeah,
It's basically like a better trailer trash.
Oh, wow. Yeah, super legit.
Yeah, I have a buddy of mine who he does master and everything.
Right.
Like, he's got really good rates, but
Wow.
his studio is really nice too. But he literally built from a trailer, an RV trailer,
Okay.
and it just expanded it. Like it originally started in the RV. And then they built like a little side house connected to it.
Yeah.
And then he built another extension to it. Now the RV they don't even use to play anymore. Like the RV is like their lounge area.
Right.
And then they have the practice room, and then on the other side is like where he has all of his monitors and
Right.
all that shit and soundboard and everything.
Yeah.
But that is
Yeah,
fucking
that
beautiful.
looks-
That
it was-
looks yeah.
That looks completely
Pretty fucking
professional.
professional.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, like I said, we never played, at such a professional level. We always like, if we fucked up, oh well, we're playing live. We're like, oh, it's a practice.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But when we fuck up, I mean, like we're like, fuck.
Because you want to get it right. 'cause
Exactly.
you-
Like,
Yeah.
Take another,
it was actually really nice because the way we did it was no click track, basically no metronome. So
Oh, okay.
first we did like the drums first, and it was kind of like I wouldn't say it wasn't like a consistent time, but it was kind of like more of a feeling rather than
Yeah.
time based.
Yeah, exactly. Like instead of it being real uniform and like you
Yeah.
know, dot.
Yeah.
This is more raw. Like this is me.
Yeah.
This is my music. Like that's what I'm fucking doing, man.
So good. Like,
Yeah, I mean, they're really, if you have your sound and you have good chemistry with your bandmates and you guys beat know each other,
Yeah.
beat off each other. I was supposed to say that. Yeah, feed off of each other. Like you get your sync. You get your sync. So and there's really no difference between
and that's the thing.
a
though.
metronome and
Yeah.
and a group of guys that just
and
enjoy
that's the
playing.
thing, though. We weren't like on each other's ass about anything. Like I mean, if anything, we were our own worst critics.
Yeah.
Just like.
Yes.
Like if we would finish the whole take, note for note, and then just hear it back, we'd be like, nah,
Yeah.
I'm not having it. But the rest of us were like from behind, like
Yeah.
we're like, nah. Like, myself and the rest of them, like, nope.
Well, let's go ahead.
While we're on the topic of recording, we actually had a question from one of our live feeders, David Gregory Karsh. That's our friend who does the other podcast.
Oh, that's from the Dungeon.
Yeah.
Yeah, actually, From the Dungeon is a podcast out in New Jersey.
Nice.
That will most likely be playing you guys now. Now that he knows that you guys have music out there, yeah, he'll probably be playing you.
Yeah, super cool dude. But he wanted to ask how many songs recorded in 2 days.
Four.
Four
Yep.
songs.
They got four.
Actually,
right here.
5. 5 were recorded, but only 4 were mixed and mastered.
Yeah.
We do have
Okay.
we do have the track for the 5th. We do have all like the layers for the 5th track, but it didn't get recorded and released because we didn't have enough time. Plus,
Okay.
For sure.
Yeah. But it's still pretty. That's still pretty fucking good to have 4 songs recorded in just 2 days. Like,
I mean,
Yeah,
everything.
that's
That was
really
just us, just recording. I mean, it took like about a month and a half of him just tweaking and tweaking and tweaking.
mastering, mixing and mastering.
Like-
That's probably the longest part of recording
definitely.
is waiting on the guy to like.
To
Hey man, like
get
when,
it done.
yeah, when is it going to be done?
Right.
Yeah, which is fine because
Yeah.
like you want these tracks.
You want
these fucking
quality
tracks to
work.
be
So you're
good,
like,
yeah.
No, exactly.
Exactly.
And, you know, he would show like Dom and myself when we would go back and check on it. You know, he would show us like a recording, if you will, and you know, like yeah, this is great, And and he turns around, he's like, "That's not done." And we're like, "Wait, what?" He's like, "Yeah." He's like, "We got layers to go, man."
Like, oh yeah. He's
And
like,
so
you
we're
like
like,
this.
"What?" He's
That's
like,
pretty
"Believe me."
fucking-
He's
yeah.
like, "Believe me. When it's done, you're gonna notice a difference." And sure enough, I mean,
Yeah.
we were like,
Yeah.
Wow. That's,
Nice.
that's really awesome.
jaw dropping.
First of all, I would like to point out that Educated Idiots, clever. I like it.
Thank
I
you.
think the better album title is Deaf Children Near, which is the picture that's on it. I think that should be the fucking title of it. Deaf Children Near. Like,
Okay, so
Song title though. Song title.
yeah,
Oh, see, yeah, there you go. Yeah, song title. Yeah, of course.
you know, there's a story behind that too. We were actually gonna release all the stuff like on Spotify. We used this website called DistroKid, and we were trying to we were gonna use like lockers for like
Yeah.
but the thing said no copyright images and this and that, and it was like, oh man. So we called up Christian. It was just like, did you get that off of Google? He's like, yeah. I was like, oh, I can't use that. So I took a picture of that, and I was just like, oh, this is pretty cool. I'll do, because we were on hiatus for a while.
Yeah.
Well, not hiatus, but we were recording.
You took a leave. Yeah, you took a leave of absence to record.
Yeah.
You know, yeah.
So
it's all right.
I took a picture of that, and Josh is just like, put that.
So that's an actual fucking sign.
Yeah, it's in front of my
It's on
house.
his street.
Wait.
It's on his street.
Fuck yeah.
Hold up.
Yeah, it's on my
It's an actual.
Oh,
it's an
shit.
actual sign. It's a caution sign. You know, orange diamond, and it says "Deaf Children Near."
Yeah, and that's
That's awesome.
like in front of my house too.
That's fucking awesome.
Yeah, every warning sign there's a story.
Oh
What
man,
happened?
dude, actually, that's actually just like a good like overall metaphor for like punk.
yeah.
Deaf children near.
I didn't think of it that way. Now I feel bad.
Man.
Yeah.
Well, let's actually get into these recordings, man. Let's see how that hard work. Let's see how well it paid off. This is I'm gonna go ahead and play "Damn Punk Kids" because it's one of the longer ones,
Okay.
and because I like that title. So we'll be right back, folks. Let us know what you think of the tunes. Of course, you know, leave your comments on the live feed. Let us know what you think, and we'll be going through the comments, everything when we come back. So be right back.
Death
song by Napalm Death that's like 2 seconds long.
Jesus.
And we're
remember what that
back.
song But I like that. Yeah, it sounds way good. It sounds way gooder.
way more gooder.
Better quality.
Yeah, yeah, definitely, man. I just like that song actually.
Thank you.
Reminds me of my neighbors. Yeah, fuck kids.
Yeah, we used to get the cops called on us quite a bit. Well, not
So I
me
guess-
personally, but
I know. I was gonna say.
I was gonna say, so I
wait,
guess- so I
No,
guess-
not me
crazy parties
personally.
you threw?
no, but like our residents where we are living at currently would have neighbors that would call the cops quite frequently.
So I guess there's no chance in us playing. So that's how it goes. So
Yeah,
we'll get
We've
the
got
cops.
it.
We'll
No,
get
no,
the cops
house.
over really
not in our
fast.
backyard.
We'll
Yeah.
get the cops over really fast.
No, yeah, not in our backyard. I'm sure we could find somebody else's backyard. It'd
Sure.
be way
We're
cooler.
open to it.
Acoustic
We
set.
are acoustic sound.
It goes up 12 fret, the whole octave.
Oh man,
all
but
happy
yeah, that is a good. That's a good recordings, man. Those
Yeah.
are very good. So what was his name again? The guy that mixed and mastered?
Menno.
Menno.
Froze.
Does he have a company or a card or anything? No, he just does
unfortunately,
it.
He does.
He's all independent.
He's very low key and independent. So
Nice.
he doesn't really distribute out to like
He doesn't
promote
market.
stuff.
Yeah,
Exactly.
doesn't
No,
really
he does
market.
it. It's all low key. Just it's like we got lucky.
Nice.
You know?
Yeah,
We
cool.
got real lucky with this.
Well, great fucking work, man. Yeah, you did.
Thank you.
Yeah, guys did pretty fucking good.
I feel like that's kind of smart on his part too, to keep it kind of on like a need to know type basis, to where like
Yeah.
rather than promoting himself out there and attracting everybody and have to sort through like the scummy, shitty bands to like actually get quality. Like he's like, okay, like whoever is actually taking this seriously, I'll record. So if they're actually taking this seriously, they'll find their way to me eventually.
Exactly.
Which will be projects that are worth his time rather than having somebody who just found random people and wanted to record something for his 16th birthday.
Yeah.
I don't know.
I mean,
That makes sense. That works.
Like, I mean, if he's gonna
yeah,
spend,
you're absolutely right.
if he's gonna spend the time mixing that shit, then he's probably gonna. I mean, I'm sure he'd want to have quality artists.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's a long process.
Oh yeah.
It's a tedious process.
But yeah, did you want to go into the rest of the comments? I mean, there's not too much other than just a lot of love. A lot of
I know. I
love
was just
for
gonna say,
Dom.
all it is just like people just want to fuck Dom.
The hair.
Yeah.
It's the
This
hair
chick,
and
this
nose
one
ring.
chick, Natalie Lopez, leaving heart eyes emojis
Hi.
and shit.
No, the ring. Oh my God.
Carly,
My finger smell.
Warner.
yeah, I was gonna say Wiener. I'm sorry.
Oh my god. Starting to fight with people you don't even know.
There was accidental sort of dyslexic
Carly.
moment. Werner.
Greg Cocksucker is this guy's name.
But Carly.
And then we got David Bitch right here. I'm not even reading actual people's names.
Ashley Vasquez says Dom.
Hi.
Natalie said River Phoenix. I'm not sure.
Oh, that
in
was-
what
River
context.
Phoenix. That's that's the guy who died in front of the Viper Room.
Yeah,
there you
thank
go.
you.
Thank
When we,
you.
were
Yeah.
when we were talking about it, she probably commented like really.
Yeah,
Yeah.
that's the hardest thing to balance the live feed comments if they're
But yeah,
answering my question.
River Phoenix is the guy who got all fucked up at the Viper Room and died.
Yeah. And then Nikolai wants
with
to be
Johnny
here.
Depp. Actually, he was partying with Johnny Depp that
Nice.
night. Yeah.
Oh.
Oh yeah.
Dang.
And Nikolai just really wants to be here, I guess.
Legend.
Yeah.
Your homie, your fangirl.
Maybe next time.
No,
Your groupie.
apparently she's fucking you. That's what she said.
Oh shit.
Who?
Says right here, I'm fucking Dom.
Jesus Christ.
That's what it says right there. I mean, is that a promise? Is that a promise, or is it? Are you just stating something?
Or a threat.
I didn't see that. Who said that?
That's both.
A promise and a threat.
It's a promise and a threat, exactly.
Sexy. But yeah, basically, I guess everyone loves Dom. So
That's just what it is.
I'm gonna
I mean,
cut off all that hair. I'm just gonna come in with the number
with the
one.
bald.
Fucking do it.
I'm gonna do it.
Sort of
Do it.
fucking god.
I don't
shave my
remember.
head.
I don't remember you with short hair.
Me neither. I look like
There
Adam
is a
Sandler.
Facebook video of Dom and myself.
He was born like this. Now with an afro.
Like we're younger and we're in the Dom's backyard playing a really shitty version of a Beatles song, and we're both younger. Like he's got less hair. I have
baby fro.
I'm thinner and with less tattoos. No tattoos, actually.
I don't remember you thinner. I can't imagine you any thinner than you are right now.
But yeah, there's a video of the two of us in our younger days just totally pissing off the neighbors with our shitty music quality.
Damn punk kids.
Josh, show
the
me that video.
I want to see that too.
It's gonna take forever to find that thing.
No, I can find it. It's just I can't like share it. Like I would love to share it to like Instagram and wherever, but like it's like so like locked in like to Facebook's like fucking network that I can't move it. I'm like, can I just save it to my phone? It's like no. It's like, did you want to leave a comment? I'm like, no, I want to save the fucking video.
I want the fucking video. Facebook,
you click the three little dots. I'm like, oh, options, and it's like, oh, cancel. I'm like, where's the save button?
If anyone knows,
like,
there is no option.
If anyone knows how to rip stuff like from Facebook, let
help us out because it's a pretty awesomely cringeworthy video that of us when we were younger. So
yes, we definitely need that. Technical people, all of our techies up there.
Somebody help them out. Rip this video off Facebook.
Yeah, I just forgot what I was going to say right now too. Fuck.
I lost train of thought.
Okay, so when you guys do decide to record your new songs, going to the same dude, you gonna ask?
Yeah.
Yes, definitely.
Nice.
Yeah.
Good.
I mean, we learned a lot in that, not only just from recording, but I mean, like sound wise, like what you should upgrade to, what he was helping us out, man, like kind of like a grandfather figure, just like
was it his equipment you guys were using, like his amps
half
and everything?
and half.
Okay,
we used our stuff,
like your guitars, obviously.
Our guitars, our amps. He had a drum kit that Joey got to use.
Okay,
beautiful kit, dude.
I was gonna say, how did Joey like that? How did he love?
I mean, it was
really like that.
Joey was like. Was just so overwhelmed by how great the drums sounded in a pro, setting.
When he hits, he's all, oh like? Shit, yeah.
That's what's supposed to sound like.
I love that too. I love hearing like a very clean kit, like like
it's a world difference, man.
It's like you just get a little stiffer every little beat.
Yeah, so he played on that. Christian used his Black Star combo amp, and it's just like
nice.
It's like
better than mine.
Yeah, but man, that thing's loud as hell.
Oh Black Star fucking kills, dude.
Like,
they have good fucking equipment. Yeah.
And then Josh actually used the amplifier my brother had when he recorded his stuff back in like the 90s.
No shit, there you go.
And I told I told my
bloody yos.
Yeah, I told my brother, I was just like, "Hey, your amp being on the
record." Yeah, there you go. Just tell them you made it, dude. Yeah. Just talk shit.
I mean, you're not
That's
playing,
the most you ever made. I know you're there,
and then I plugged in directly into his computer, and he had tons of like just amp simulators. But I used the Amp 8x10 simulator, and my bass just sounded
nice,
beautiful on there.
Yeah.
Actually, I did that once with this thing too. When I had my buddy's band come in and they did a live set, and I just had him plug his bass straight into here. Yeah.
And
it sounded pretty good. Like it sounded really, really well. It worked pretty good.
Yeah, because we have so much technology proposal, and it's just like everything's on the computer.
Yeah, everything's awesome. Yeah, that's fucking awesome. That's so good that you guys have that experience now too, like what it's like to be in a studio. I mean, I wish I was as good enough, like as creative enough to. This is as creative as I can be. Like I can have people come over and be like, "Hey,
great at what you do, man."
I mean, what else do you guys have planned coming up on any shows that you're excited for?
Besides the 19th show, we are trying to plan like kind of like a big like just a big summer,
summer bash.
Yeah, just I'm trying to talk to a friend of mine who has a nice big piece of land that's open, and ask him like, hey, how would your landlords react if you were to bring 3-4 bands? I'm like, and I can bring a bunch of people, man. They'd BYOB and all that stuff. As long as he's okay with it, I mean, we can have ourselves a nice little insert city here bash.
Yeah.
And we got tons of friends in bands. We call them family. You know, we're really well connected.
Band
We
families.
exactly. We all stay connected. Like we got family in Pico that they're called the Ruffalos.
Yeah.
They're a really good ska punk band that I think you guys should definitely take a listen to.
The Ruffalos?
Ruffalos,
man, write that down.
just like Buffalo Soldier, just with
Ruffalo.
So the Ruffalos are good friends that, since we're from Norwalk, we got tons of Norwalk family, Limau, Sunset Couriers, Pepper
We just
Sunlight.
had Sunset Couriers on not too long ago. They
That was
came
like
back.
they came back.
Yeah, they came back and did an episode. That was really cool.
My
That was actually the last. I think that was the last one we had at the old studio.
Yes,
I
that
remember
was.
Yeah, that was the last episode we did at the old studio. So
yeah, it's like that's how we're all connected.
Yeah, cool, cool.
It's like if a show's going up, they'll be like, hey, we got you want to help it out. It's bands helping bands, so it's like a family sort of thing.
yeah, that's fucking cool. I love that. I mean, it's something that I never really got to see when my brothers were in their band. Like they always said, like, oh, so and so from this band, blah blah blah. Like I didn't really see how tight the scene was until like I started actually going to their gigs and noticing like, oh shit, like you guys played a show with them like four shows ago, like, and then they tell us like, oh yeah, like, well we booked your brother's band, like, oh shit, like, all right. Like, yeah, like it's cool to see such a tight community fucking come together and just feed off of each other. Like my buddy's band Ice Bag Injury, they play with the shows with the same guys, I swear to God, almost all the fucking time, and it's like, but it's not a fucking problem, like, cause when we go to their shows, my buddy CJ, he's singing the lyric, like he'll do guest mics, guest vocals for his buddy's band. And then while he's doing his set, one of their band members will jump up on stage and do guest vocals for Ice Bag and shit. And it's like, it's cool, like it's
a good time.
Yeah, it's always a good time. And it's fresh to see somebody else singing the same song, like even though it's the same song that the words to and everything, it's still fresh
exciting
to see somebody else. Yeah.
Especially when you don't see it coming. It's like somebody else grabs the mic. It's like, oh shit! All right, like let's do this.
My buddy has a really good idea that like everyone's a member, pretty much. Like we're all members of Ice Bag.
That's true. Amongst their guy friends and all of them, they're all kind of a part of the band, even if they're not really, even if they're not like in the band or weren't like the original members, they're still like
in the band.
They're still in the band. They still have friends who do vocal spots. They'll have friends who can play one or two songs or just in case or something. I don't know. Like it's really collaborative and just it's like their group's band.
Yeah.
So go ahead and let us know what else that you want to plug before
your shit.
Yeah, before we wrap it up. We are going to wrap it up pretty soon.
Sure.
So what else is coming up for you guys?
I mean, that's like aside from other recordings in the studio, just, new songs that we're writing. Just trying to keep our head afloat, just
and the little leave that you guys took that's over now, right? Like you guys are done. You guys are back playing shows and trying to grind on it again.
Getting back into because now we have actually something to promote.
Yeah.
I mean, I guess if you guys have any questions like in regards to the EP,
no, I'm definitely going to be showing everybody now. Not only know that it's up there. If anybody asks me, what bands. We
know people who try to get bands for shows, so
nice.
It's always cool, especially if it fits because we know so many people who try to put on other shows, and it kind of it depends on the genre. Have you guys on a hardcore show? That doesn't quite mix.
Right.
But like
Yeah.
Right now, the only thing that's coming up is my brother's show. Ryan D's throwing a show at the Silver Dollar Saloon this Saturday. It's actually going to be a Pacific Plate Brewing Company tap takeover as well.
Sweet.
Oh, okay.
So Pacific Plate is going to be there taking over the taps at the Silver Dollar, and there's actually going to be some pretty cool bands. My brother's band, Dick Neptune, And the Rusty,
Like that
or no,
one.
I think this is just Dick Neptune.
Oh,
Is my
okay.
brother, yeah, is the band that my brother's playing in. Dick Neptune, and then the Syndicates, which is my buddy's Scott's band. Scott actually was on the show before with the Gargoyles. That's Scott.
Oh yeah.
This is
Okay.
his new band called the Syndicates, and they're a rockabilly punk band. They're pretty
Nice.
fucking cool.
Fun stuff.
And then my cousin Daniel's band Never Sober is playing as well. That's this Saturday
Oh,
at
that's
the
his
Silver
other
Dollar
band.
Saloon. You guys have your show this Saturday. Where's your show this Saturday at?
Long Beach.
Yeah,
Long
Beach.
The Piazzas.
See, dude, yeah, that's perfect. Like
Yeah.
if you're in the valley, go to Silver Dollar right there. If you're right here in the city, go to Long Beach and fucking catch the Apaulas.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Go support.
Yeah,
Music.
support your local fucking music, people. I mean, it's some good shit that's out there, man. And I'm looking at all your I love your titles.
What's your favorite title besides Damn Pumpkin? That's already your favorite song.
yeah. My Ex is a Bitch is the best title.
That's it.
Lovely.
Yeah, of course that's a fan. It has to be a fan favorite. Actually, I'm gonna go ahead and play it from there. We'll play My Ex is a Bitch, and then we'll do Damages. We'll play 3 songs out. Fuck it. Let's just play all your entire EP. No, I'm just kidding.
Was there something else that you wanted us to play you had in mind? Because I'm not sure if we played the excellent last time.
Is your
I mean, My Ex Was a Bitch was on the Raw demo.
My ex was a bitch on the.
So
on
was-
the
so
Raw.
was-
Damn
yeah.
Punk Kids.
I remember.
The only
I
thing
remember
that
My Ex is a
wasn't-
Bitch.
Uniform.
The uniform I don't think was on the.
Uniform was on
It
the.
was, so
yeah.
all 4 were on it.
Like,
Yeah.
what's the song you're the most proud of? Would you say?
I mean, I think it depends on which memory you ask.
It's hard. I'm fucking proud of all of them, man.
I know, definitely all proud, but I mean, if you had to ask each of us like what our favorite song is, I think we would kind of have a different
Have different answers. What's
Definitely.
yours?
Definitely My Ex is a Bitch. Not because it's a single, but because it came across so well.
Yeah.
You know, and it's well received by most.
Which one was the one that you wrote in a wet dream or whatever? Like you just kinda,
no,
you orgasmed
That's
the
the new
song.
one. That's the new one.
Okay.
The one where I wrote the whole thing in my head and wrote it down on paper and on instruments. That one's not coming out, or that one's not on here, but it is coming out. It's gonna be played live this Saturday, but it's not.
Nice.
It will be recorded later.
I'm
on.
excited to hear
The
that one,
orgasm
for sure.
song. That's what you just
The
call it.
orgasm song.
The orgasm. The
Yeah,
orgasm song.
definitely My Ex is a Bitch, just because, like I said, I love how tight it sounds, and it starts off just so in your face, you know, and it doesn't hold back.
Yeah,
And
damn, no, I kind of want to hear that one.
and then
Yeah, we'll play it. We'll play both of them.
I guess Christian's next.
Yeah, Christian,
Yeah.
what's your favorite track?
Damaged.
Damaged?
It's because the riff, like it's catchy. I thought it was a cover when I first heard it. Because before I joined the Apaulas, I was taking.
He was our
pictures for them.
photographer.
Yeah.
Fun fact.
Really?
Yeah,
Yeah.
he was
Was a
taking
good
photos for
photographer.
us.
And then he just
Nice.
jumped in on the action.
Pretty much, we're like, well, the guy likes our
So
song.
hey, you know, it'd be a really good picture if I was on stage.
right?
Because I thought it was a cover. I actually went on iTunes and all that trying to look for the song. I was looking at Descendants and like Black Flag, and like all those other like bands that you're into.
These guys aren't that good. They had to copy this somehow.
How come I can't find it?
Shit.
Until they told me it was an original. I was
Yeah.
like, oh shit.
Nice. So Damage is your favorite then?
Yeah. Just
What
the
about
riff and like background vocals, like everything is
everything just came together super nice?
perfect.
What about you,
Nice.
Dom?
That's hard because I'm proud of all of them,
Right.
And I'm stuck between.
Good answer. Yeah, that's what a good
Yeah.
fucking musician says. All of them are good, all right?
I'm stuck in between both Damage and Damn Punk Kids. Damn Punk Kids because that was like one of the first songs I ever wrote.
Nice.
Like I
remember that.
I was in 8th grade. I actually had a heavy heart when we were actually recording. It was like, fuck, it's finally getting recorded. Like,
Yeah.
damn. And then Damage, I feel like that's very close to me and Josh because that was the first song that not the first song.
The first song I worked on was actually Uniform Rejection.
Oh, it was?
Yeah, that was the first one I brought to the Educated Idiots
Oh, okay.
way back.
Nice.
Fucking love that song too.
Yeah,
Look at it.
That song actually changed a lot.
It did change a lot
Because
when
it
has
was
a little
just-
bit of history.
Usually that's usually what happens though with like the first project you ever
Yeah.
work on. Like
Yeah.
it changes all the fucking time.
Yeah,
all the fucking
That's
time.
hard. It's all of them. It's
And,
just like I can't choose because it's just like all of them have sentimental. Like,
Yeah, like
Yeah.
Dom said, how it was close to him and myself is because like when I write songs off experience. Like you can't tell me like you couldn't say like Josh, go write a song about Italy. I've never been to fucking Italy. I can't do it unless I've been there, you know?
Fuck, dude, Mussolini has a little weenie. This fucking song writes itself, man.
Yeah.
So that's how, like, the basis for me, at least, how I write song is off experience either through myself or through people I care about or people that I associate with.
Yeah.
So, and you know, that's like for Uniform Rejection, that was the first song I wrote when I was, God, like 14 years old. I just hated authority.
Was that because you had to wear a uniform and you're like, fuck
man,
this?
She knows. She knows and Dom knows.
Yeah.
Yeah, fuck Miss Colander.
Name drop. Name dropping.
Yeah, because she's gonna be on Facebook.
And
True.
Hey, you know what?
Give me a high five there. Shit.
nice.
Whatever. She hated both of us. We know it. Like the two of us. She did.
Yeah, she didn't like me either.
She didn't like me, so we bonded over that. I think.
Rad.
I can't relate to any of you.
And then for like,
we can all relate.
She's like, I don't know any of you fucking people, alright?
where am I?
We can relate with me.
Who are you people? Like, and then for like my ex is a bitch. Obviously, I wrote it because I went through a bad breakup.
Yeah.
But the thing is, I wrote the first line. The first line I always say is for me because you could probably pull it up on the Bandcamp. The first line is for me because it's mainly my perspective on it. And but the other three verses they're for other people as is the bridge. As is the bridge. There I wrote it so you know those who had an ex who was bad to them can relate to the song, whether it be heterosexual or homosexual. You know, if you had someone who treated you badly, you know, cheated on you, XYZ, whatever, abuse, you know, this song is, I wrote it for you.
Yeah.
The first line is just how I felt about it, but the rest is for you guys.
Yeah.
And the same thing goes with Damage. Yeah, I went through another bad breakup, but you know what? I wrote it so those who could relate and how they were abused and how they were damaged from the relationship can relate to the song.
Yeah.
That's how I write songs, off of experience.
Nice. And that's something that I like to call heart. And, you know, a lot of music today doesn't have that.
Definitely
Doesn't have any, you know, any sort of heart at all. Like, it's all, you know, get me rich, motherfucker. I just want a paycheck, you know, and it's like, can't write music that way, you know. I mean, you can, but it's not going to mean anything. It's not going to mean anything.
It doesn't come from within.
Yeah, it's not going to mean anything to anybody, you know, 20 years from now. It's just going to be, it's going to be wasted space on the fucking internet, pretty much.
Right.
Oh, man. But thank you guys for coming in and filling the air. Yeah, thank you for hanging out with us again, bringing another episode. Hopefully, well, actually, we are going to have more Rat Talk episodes next week. We're going to have Johnny Thunders and his beautiful wife, Kristen, coming in. They're going to basically blow our minds with the amount of weight and how much their lives are.
And before the episode,
better.
we're going to work out with them. You guys don't know. They used to be bigger.
Right.
And they
were
lost
a bigger couple, yeah.
Yeah, but they lost a fuck ton of weight, and they're like
together they weighed over 600 pounds. Wow. Now they weigh well under 300.
Wow.
Yeah, they lost a crazy amount of weight.
Fucking crazy amount of weight.
And they train. They go hard. They train really hard. So we're gonna be working out with them before the show. So we'll talk about how that goes.
You're gonna be like,
I know they're gonna be walking in like, yeah, I feel great. We're gonna be like. Because we're also
like you can't carry the microphone.
Like, I know, it'd be like
you're gonna be like this. Welcome to Rat Talk.
They are very much a lot of the reason why I'm so hard about going to the gym and getting back into shape and everything.
You're super hard about going to the gym.
Yeah,
huh?
exactly.
Yeah, because you put on Facebook that you lost weight.
Yeah,
and
man.
Stuff.
I mean, congrats.
Thank you. But I mean, really, a lot of it, I do have to give credit to Johnny. I went to, he was my old coworker, you know, and like we got along really super well. He actually went to the same high school that I went to. But he graduated, you know, way before I started going there. But he knew my cousin, he knows my brothers, and we just hit it off really well. This cool friendship, and then he just started losing all this fucking weight, and I was just like, man, like I gotta fucking do that. So he's a lot of the reason why. So I'm really happy to be getting him back in here to talk to you guys, and And his wife Kristen is just a fucking machine. She's amazing. Like she lost most of the weight already. Like she was going way before he started going and like dieting and everything.
Yeah, she looks fantastic. I follow her on Instagram too. So I'm like, shit, do I want to go to the gym? And then I watch her story. I'm like, all right, let's get. Go. And I was like, shit, I gotta go.
Yeah, she goes hard. She's she's phenomenal. I can't. Yeah, awesome. So
But yeah, that's for next week. So
we do have another show coming up next
stuff
week.
Lined up.
Beautiful.
We're doing it.
And then hopefully we will be contacting you guys again about a show. Yeah, like I said, maybe we want to get shows. We want to get you guys.
We definitely want to eventually do like a Ratt Talk Presents type show where we have everybody, all the bands that we've had on. So for sure, it's like you guys aren't invited though.
Just you guys.
We want everybody on there.
Again. And then again, thank you guys for so much for coming out.
Thank you for having us.
Yeah, we're gonna take it out on the rest of your EP. My Ex is a Bitch and Damaged. Again, people, if you fucking like what you hear, let us know. Let us know in the comments and everything.
Follow them. You guys are on Spotify, SoundCloud.
Bandcamp. iTunes, Bandcamp. I almost said songs. Yeah, we're on everything. Just
on LimeWire. You can go to LimeWire and download. No.
I love that. SoundCloud. We have a SoundCloud too.
SoundCloud, Bandcamp, YouTube.
Find us on
everything.
Instagram. Instagram, Facebook, all that stuff.
All right. Thank you guys again for coming in.
Apaulas.
Thank you, Facebook, for everybody on Facebook that is tuned in. Thank you, podcast listeners. And be safe out there, people. We'll see you next time.
Bye. See ya.
My ex is a bitch. She's a fucking bitch. I'm not talking shit, man. My ex is a bitch. Screw the old like this and leave boys like dick. I'm not talking shit, man. My ex is a bitch. Now you're fucking hitting me, but you would want to say to me, I'm not talking shit, man. My ex is a bitch. But you'll just say that you need space and you need time, but just won't say it to my face. Waste my time, fucking up my pride. My ex is a bitch, she's a fucking bitch. I'm not talking shit, man, my ex is a bitch. But you'll just say that you need space and you need time, but just won't say it to my face and waste my time fucking up my brain.
No, I feel like my tolerance of like mosh pits has definitely changed once I started going to like metal shows and shit.
Yeah.
Once I started like fucking with like metal pits, after that.